The Minister of Tourism and Culture, Hamad N.K. Bah, inaugurated the new board members of the Gambia Tourism Board on Thursday, 16 January 2019 at the Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture in Banjul. The Permanent Secretary of Tourism and Culture, Kodu Jabang Senghor, gave a speech on why the new members were elected.
We're gathered here this morning to witness the constitution of the new governing body of the Gambia Tourism Board. This newly constituted team will serve a full term of 3 years. This to us is an achievement. Achievement in the sense that the future of our country, the Gambia, really depends on how well we as institutions are able to execute our various mandates. The new board takes over from the achievements of the previous board and seeks to inspire leadership and fresh growth for the Gambia Tourism Board. Ladies and gentlemen, you're all aware that tourism, arts and culture are a very critical and significant sector or sectors if we are to actually part them, tourism, arts, but we see it as one because we believe that they are indivisible. So therefore, this is a sector that is very, very critical and significant to the economy of the Gambia as it continues to contribute positively to the trade balance through our foreign exchange receipts and continues to sustain thousands and thousands of direct jobs. The new board members, as we are witnessing today, comprise of members or individuals whose backgrounds and impressive expertise will inform our work and that of the Gambia Tourism Board.
Director General of GT Board, Abdullah Haidara, thanked the Minister of Tourism and Culture for their support and quickly constituting a new board members.
I would first of all begin by thanking the Ministry of Tourism and Culture for their support at all times, but more importantly for quickly constituting a new board at the expiry of the former board of the governing body of the Gambia Tourism Board within the shortest possible time, because the existence of the board is quite critical to the functions of the institution. We are very grateful and thankful for their support. We also want to thank the outgoing board members for serving 2 consecutive terms in the managing the affairs and oversight functions of the Gambia Tourism Board. And I would like to take the opportunity to welcome the new board. We have seen the ministry has really done some very good and critical thinking in bringing this caliber of people to supervise, given oversight functions to the management of the Gambia Tourism Board as enshrined in and articulated in the Act that manages and fosters the development of tourism through the Gambia Tourism Board. We are very excited and we are very hopeful that the wealth of experience that we have seen around this table will do nothing but to steer the affairs of the Gambia Tourism Board to achieve the highest heights in terms of tourism development of the Gambia as a country.
Abdoulaye Toure, chairman of the newly elected board members, thanked the president through the minister for the trust and confidence he have on them to serve as the governing council of the Gambia Tourism Board.
On behalf of my colleagues sitting on my right and on my left, and by extension the ex-officio members, we praise the Almighty Allah and by extension the Honorable Minister, and through him to His Excellency the President, for the trust and confidence reposed in us to come in as the governing council of the board of the Gambia Tourism Board. We take this responsibility very seriously. We take this responsibility very patriotically, and we take this responsibility selflessly. Being identified by the Honorable Minister and being endorsed by the President, of course, I'm sure with the recommendation of the Director General and the PS, it's not an accident that we are here. Now, any board that I serve, I always ask two questions. The first question is, why me? Why was I selected out of 2 million Gambians? The second question is, having been selected, what am I in a position to contribute? And I cannot make any contribution without the involvement of my colleagues. Because my mantra is, everything that we do, we have to do as a team. If Manchester United is playing against Arsenal, and Paul Pogba scores 12 goals, and Manchester loses 13-12, Pogba is not going to celebrate because the team has lost. So we are coming here to complement your efforts. And how do we complement your efforts? We are going to give you the best that we can. And the best we can give will allow you to rest. And resting means we want to be resourceful, we want to be entrepreneurial, we want to be strategic, and most importantly, we want to be transformational. And if we cannot deliver on your mission and add value to your mission, just like you had the privilege and the discretion of appointing us, please exercise your discretion and remove us if we are not living to expectations.
The minister thanked the newly elected members for accepting their appointment and highlighted why they were appointed.
Today again marks another milestone in the development of our tourism sector, because milestone in the sense that we're injecting new blood in trying to drive the industry to higher heights. Because what is important always is to make a difference. And that's why the choice of the people that have been chosen by both myself, my staff, and the President of the Republic, they are men of the highest caliber in our society. We made some very careful judgment. Yes, I have received over 100 applicants when people came to know that the board was vacant. People even living overseas have written to us asking to be appointed as board members to operate within the GT Board Governing Council. But you see, what I always believe is that yes, you may love a job, you may want a job, but you must have what we call job pride. You must be committed to the job that you are asked to do. By that, you always make a difference. And again, people not only have to love a job, but they ought to know the job that they are asked to do. And it was so difficult for myself and the President, after receiving these names, to come to a conclusion that really these are the right people who can drive the new policy, particularly taking into account for the first time in the history of the Gambia that tourism and culture have been a priority sector of the government of the Gambia. With your experience and expertise, we can build and make this sector one of the most vibrant sectors in the Gambian economy. I had the opportunity of traveling with the chairman to the United States of America, and also have the time to share with him a couple of discussions, have heard his views, and I think, to be honest with you, we couldn't have got a better person to do this job for this country at this point in time that we are in our national development. Mr. Chairman, yourself and your team, we have a lot of confidence that we will make a difference. And honestly, this was exactly the words of the president. And we believe that something positive will soon be added to what we have already achieved.
Reporting for Kerr, Fatou, I am Sally Job.